Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. This is your Akim Majul Azil, back with another quick lesson. Also want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned the truth from, Shalom, Barakatham. As this article reads, published by USA Today, Congress passes computer chips bill giving lawmakers and Biden a bipartisan win. I'm going to play this short clip. So lucky for the preview or the commercial.
Introduced a kid from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I didn't think it either, so it's great to be with you. This historic investment for Ohio, one of the largest investments in semiconductor manufacturing in American history. A brand new $20 billion campus outside of Columbus, Ohio. 7,000 construction jobs. 3,000 full-time jobs. And I was kidding Pat earlier. I said, I may need a job. And I said, well, it's not bad. You start over $100,000 online, but I got to get some training. Well, semiconductors are small computer chips that power virtually everything in our lives. Your phone, your car, your refrigerator, your washing machine, hospital equipment, the internet, the electric grid, and so much more. And here's the deal. America invented these chips. America invented these chips. Today, we barely produce 10% of the computer chips despite being the leader in chip design and research. We don't have the ability to make the most advanced chips now, right now. But today, 75% of the production takes place in East Asia. 90% of the most advanced chips are made in Taiwan. China is doing everything it can to take over the global market. We are going to invest in America. We're investing in American workers. We're going to stamp everything we can made in America, especially these computer chips.
So I'm ended there. You heard what he said. And if hope y'all got the slogan in the back. It says a future. I think it said a future made in America, something like that. So put it, and then it has the design of the computer chip in the background. So let me see. So yeah, it said. I think it said the slogan said in the background. It says a future made or built in America, something like that. So that's the future, man. The future is what? The charagma, man. That's spoken of in Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 16 all the way to 18. So that's the future of not only America, which, which this thing is going to be on a global scale, not only in America. There's already places outside of America that, like Sweden, for example, that has the mark, the charagma. Let's read some of this article. It reads Washington, Salakia. The House approved a sweeping bipartisan bill Thursday to boost the domestic manufacturing of computer chips, giving President Joe Biden, a badly needed legislative win before lawmakers before lawmakers leave Washington for a summer recess. House members approved the legislation, which includes roughly 52 billion in incentives for the semiconductor industry by a 243 to 187 vote. 24 Republicans bucked GOP leaders and joined Democrats to approve the bill, while every no vote came from a Republican. The Senate approved the legislation Wednesday, reducing the United States' reliance on chip produced in China has been a priority for Biden. He urged Congress to make swift action to improve U.S. output of semiconductors, framing the issue as an economic and national security imperative. So he framed this as a national security imperative. I mean, it was very important that it was very important that they pretty much passed this bill, man. You know, he declared it in the name of national security. So pretty much they don't even trust China. That's that third world brewing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see the slowdown of the economy on a global scale because you got people that no longer want to deal with other. Well, let me say that. Let me clear this up. You got different nations that don't want to deal with other nations, man. Just like I think it was yesterday that I caught uh some information about Putin reduced the natural gas resource in Europe. At first it was at 100% capacity. Then after the war, it went to 40% capacity. Now it's at 20% capacity. So Putin is reducing the energy that it was um, um, supplying Europe with. So that's a critical blow, man. So you got these different nations that are what no longer want to deal with with certain other nations that they had business with, man. So right now the world is at a point of what choosing sides, man, and that's why you have this global economic collapse right now because you got certain nations that only want to deal with certain nations, and that's why Biden made that decision, you know, pretty much to what manufacture chips here in America, because these other countries are no longer really dealing with uh, countries that they feel to be, at opposition to them. You know what I'm saying, or at odds with them. And all they're doing is what fulfilling prophecy, man. So that um that's going to spill over to that third woe, man. You know, let's continue on. An aide handed Biden a note during a White House roundtable with business leaders informing him of the bill's passage. Sorry for the interruption, the president said with a smile, letting others know the legislation cleared the House. In a prepared statement after the vote, Biden said the bill will make cars, computers, and appliances cheaper, calling the legislation exactly what we need to be doing to grow our economy right now. By making more semiconductors in the United States, this bill will increase domestic manufacturing and lower costs for families, Salakia, and it will strengthen our national security by making us less dependent on foreign sources of semiconductors, the president said. It's kind of a lengthy article, and you can read it for yourself. I pretty much got the main points and why pointed. It's like why I decided to make a lesson on this because of the title speech where it says Congress passes computer chips bill, so they're ramping up or amping up the manufacturing here in the United States, which is Babylon the Great, aka America, to make way or pave the way for what? The chip, man. These chipping stations gonna be up in no time, man, which they already have. Some of them already pretty much in the making, or actually have already made them. They just not they're not actually functional. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're doing, man. They're paving the way for Revelation chapter 13, man, starting at 16 through 18, man. You know what I'm saying? With this bill that what they roughly what 52 billion in incentives to produce these computer chips, man, because they're planning to chip what every man, woman, and child, man, with this. So I didn't intend for this lesson to be long. Hope the body was edified, and I'm gonna close it out here. Before I do, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Again, this is your Akim Adril Azil. Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Also want to get it's like I also want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned this truth from. Shalom, Barakatham, and a Ball. Shalom.